Welcome back to another season of Leupolds Dream Season Live.
#1 hit list for them.
We've got an awesome group of guys collected up, ready to bring you guys some incredible content.
It's going to be a great season.
Welcome to Dream Season Live.
This thing is massive.
That is Half Rack. That's him.
We'll see if we can make it 2 in a row out of this blind during early muzzleloader season for me.
Just doesn't get any better than that. That's a good buck.
Man, what an awesome hunt it was tonight.
I honestly am in shock right now.
Look at that deer. He's done for.
He's down, dude. He is down. We just ended the story on a giant.
Holy word. Oh my God.
Day 1, Alaska.
Yes. I'm jacked up.
That's
Let's go. Dream Season Live, baby. Leupolds Dream Season Live.
That is Half Rack.
How about that?
Oh yeah.
Continue to come out here over the next couple of weeks and see if we can't keep a pattern on him and figure out a plan moving into October.
All right, guys, well, welcome back to a whole new season of Leupolds Dream Season Live. To say that the team's excited to bring it your way would be a big understatement. The team's got a lot of awesome content coming your way. We've got some new faces joining us on the team this year. We're gonna have some people that have been on the team for the past few years, but we can promise you that we're gonna have some really big deer hitting the dirt come this fall. Representing Iowa, we're gonna have Chris and Alex Duncan, Blake Loeffler, Taylor Riggin, Kaylin Lenz, Jimmy and Isaac Powell, and then myself. And new to the team this year, we have Darren Ropp and his brother, and then Bryce Meese and Ellie Meese. We've got some awesome stories from all of those guys. And then moving south down into Missouri, we have Kirk Hendershot, father and son duo Nick and Mason Morris, Michael Heffernan and Brett Davis, Tyler Arnold and Brody Hatcher, and then lastly, we've got Brandon Quandt in Illinois and his family. So we've got an awesome group of guys collected up, ready to bring you guys some incredible content. Last year we had an incredible season, was able to notch a lot of tags, put some incredible deer on the ground, and we're excited to do it for you guys again this year. So on this week's episode, we're gonna go from team member to team member, hear the plans that they put into place this summer, looking to fill some tags this fall. We're gonna have some season overviews. We're gonna talk about the plans that were put into place this year, whether it was hanging stands, new green fields, food plots, new blind locations, tree stands, everything that goes into being able to put a deer in the right place. So hopefully some of these plans that get put into place will result in a punch tag later this year. But with all that being said, we're gonna jump into the episode. We got some team members this year bringing us some awesome content. Guys are in Colorado right now hunting elk. Kansas season opens this weekend. Nebraska season just opened this past weekend. So we're excited to get the hunts rolling in. We're excited to bring them to you guys, and we could not thank you enough for watching Leupolds Dream Season Live.
All right, well, Caden and I had some time this afternoon. We just got done working, and we decided to go look for some sheds. He went one way, I went another way. We made 2 giant big loops, and we're walking out to the buggy, and I turned and looked to my left, and I seen some rack, and I turned back and looked at him, and he had a big smile on his face, and I think we seen it about the same time, and I'm 99% sure it's the deer that we came in here to look for, half rack, and we just found the first side of things, so let's go take a look at him. Here he is. That is Half Rack. That's him. By the end of the day, we'll be able to have some corn in the ground. But this is the plot that I think we'll have the best chance at killing the deer that I called Half Rack. He was in here a bunch late season. We found both sides of his sheds. So hopefully we can put that story together. All right, it is May the 25th. We're gonna try to plant some soybeans here in the food plot tomorrow morning. Corn that you see behind me is doing really well, and that food plot should be done.
All right, guys, we're out here today. This is my home farm behind my house where I took my biggest buck of my life last year. Out here just kind of looking at stuff, kind of doing an update on the food plots and how things are progressing. This area here was all burnt off in March. It's a prairie grass mix. I planted prairie grass in there probably 6-7 years ago. I rotate every 2 years. I don't burn everything off. I just burn half. I have a fire break in, and you can always tell every year what's been burnt off. It comes back in much thicker, and it looks really good right now. Of course, right now we're really dry. Need some rain. That stuff usually get about 6-7 foot tall, and makes good bedding, good habitat. I'm sure there's some fawns out there somewhere. This is a strip of wheat. The deer were already in it. I kind of stumbled on this doing my dove plots. I always left a strip of wheat for the doves to mow down and burn. And if I plant a little strip, the deer would just have it annihilated. So now I continue to raise wheat just for the plots. In the fall, you plant in the fall, it's good all winter. This winter is probably the best winter I've ever seen for deer using wheat all winter long, because it really never went into dormancy. It was really green. So we always keep a block of wheat. The deer will eat that off, and I'll burn that about the end of July, and then come in and no-till beans, and that hopefully have some moisture.
All right, well, we got the rain that we were looking for our fall plots. We came out here this evening to see if we could keep tabs on Half Rack coming out in these double crop beans. We just parked on the back side of this crest, so if we get in the back of the truck with the tripod and the spot and scope, we should be able to see where he's coming out of the edge of this woods if he shows up tonight. He's kind of been pretty regularly coming out of here with the trail cameras. So hopefully we can get a good velvet look at him this evening and get some footage of him. That's my plan looking into this next couple of months, just kind of keep tabs on him, see where he's coming out along the edge of this double crop beans and find out where he's bedded. That way we can make a play on him when it comes October. He just showed up in the corner of this double crop bean field with about 6 or 7 other bucks. And we're going to keep that in mind and continue to come out here over the next couple of weeks and see if we can't keep a pattern on him and figure out a plan moving into October.
Hey guys, me and Mason are out here trying to get some of our plots in. The season's approaching pretty soon. We're in late August, so we're running behind as usual, but we're battling a little bit of a drought again here in North Missouri. But we want to take a few minutes and give you guys an update on what we're expecting for the year and how our year went last year. Our year last year was really good. I took a nice buck, Deadpool. Mason took 2 nice bucks, which would be Slick and Foggy Bottom buck. And we had our cousin up from Georgia, Remington, and he took a nice buck in new season. So last year was really good, and we're looking forward to another year that looks like it's going to be just as good this year. And we've got a couple of target bucks that we're pretty sure made it. One of them being
Five-head son, which is a deer that I have a personal relationship with. I had him at 43 yards last year and messed up on him, but he shed early, and I found his sheds at the very beginning of March, so we're hoping that he made it through the year. But we have some other great up-and-comers. Laffy Taffy, we're hoping he made a jump. Last year he didn't make the jump that we were hoping for, but we're hoping that this year he'll add 10, 15 inches and we can finally put him on the hit list.
Also this year, we're excited to have some guests coming in. We have two-time Bassmaster Classic winner, Hank Cherry, bringing his son up for a youth season hunt this year and see if we can't get Christian on a North Missouri stud. And we still got a lot of work to do on our farm to get ready. We're probably halfway done. We've still got probably 6 more plots to put in. It goes pretty fast with his no-till drills from PH Outdoors. So it makes the task a lot easier.
We're looking to start this season off with a bang, as in 2 days, me and him leave for a DIY Colorado elk hunt on public land. So we're very excited about that. Hoping to get a bull this year. We're ready to bring you guys another great year of content. Hopefully we can knock some big bucks down, and we just thank you guys for tuning in. So thank you for watching Leupolds Dream Season Live.
We'll see you in the tree.
Hey you guys, it is August 27th and I'm out here at the home farm. I'm finally getting some cameras put up. I know I'm behind on it, but out here today, walking around the field here on the edges, just trying to get some cameras out and see what we can get on camera. There are 2 deer that I'm actually looking forward to see, and that is that lopsided deer that I had last year, and then that 9-pointer with no brow tines. I know they both made it through season, so hopefully they'll be out here and we can get them on camera and see what we got this year. As of right now, we've only got, I think, 5 food plots planted. We just planted them Friday, so this year we've actually been in a major drought since May. And then there at the end of July and the 1st of August, we'd only had 2 inches of rain in 2.5 months. So we was in a super drought. And then there was a 30% chance of rain there one day, and it ended up bringing 8 inches, and then it just rained like every other day after that and didn't dry up enough to allow us to get in there and get the fields worked up and get the food plots planted. And then yesterday morning it brought in an inch of rain on them, so hopefully they can start growing. I believe there's another chance of rain here next week, so we'll get some fertilizer on them once they get sprouted, and hopefully they'll just take off and be a little behind, but hopefully they'll still grow. As of right now, hopefully I can start getting something on camera here at the home farm, and we'll keep you guys posted as the season goes on.
This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by the incredibly durable Morel shooting target. With many designs available, you're sure to find a target that fits your practicing style.
I'm Bryce Meese.
And I'm Ellie Meese, and we're new to the DoD team.
This year we started working for the juries. I work in the Iowa studio, doing editing with Deer Season Live and a little bit of filming.
And then I help with the social media platforms.
We are super excited to join the team this year. I've been personally hunting my whole life, starting back when I was 12. My dad took me out hunting, and shortly thereafter my mom taught me how to pick up a camera, and I just kind of conjoined the two. So that has kind of consumed my life in the last, I would say, 10 years. It's just going cool places, filming hunts, editing. This is what I enjoy to do, and super excited to join the jury team.
And I started hunting about 5 years ago. Bryce got me into it. And then I ended up falling in love with it too, and I'm addicted to it. But I got my biggest buck to date 2 years ago now, and that just fueled my fire even more, and I just love getting out there in the outdoors.
Not only her biggest buck, but bigger than anything I've ever killed too. So I was super excited for her. I was glad to be behind the camera on that hunt, and it was just a really cool experience, and we're hoping to bring a lot more this fall.
And we just bought our first acreage in southern Iowa. We're so pumped. This is something we've dreamed of for 5+ years ever since we moved here.
Yeah, it took a lot of dreaming, but we finally made it work. And like Ellie said, we're so excited. And the cool thing with Iowa is that you don't need a ton of ground to potentially pull good deer or have deer on your ground. So this year we're gonna put in 2 food plots in hopes of maybe pulling a mature deer or maybe even a big deer. That's the thing with this state, you just never know what might come strolling through. So we've done a little work so far, and we're just praying for some rain in hopes of getting these fall plots started here on the home place. So.
And we also have a lease with our buddy Colin Ortmeyer. We got that lease last December, so we haven't hunted it or anything yet.
I think this farm could be super special. We've got some awesome bucks on camera this year, and I think between the home plays, the lease we got, and another permission piece, I think this fall is looking pretty good.
It's gonna be a fun year, that's for sure.
We're thrilled and honored to be on the DoD team this year, and hopefully see more from us this fall.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, welcome back to another season of Leupolds Dream Season Live. I'm here on my home farm in North Missouri, and I am standing in the plot that my youngest son and I just put in about 2.5 weeks ago. And what I've got here is a standing cornfield that we planted earlier this spring, and it's coming up really good actually. Some of it's 9 or 10 foot tall. I actually shot a few seasons ago on Dream Season Live. I killed a buck referred to as the White 8, and it was a really good hunt and kind of got me focused on making sure that we have that green and grain, early season, late season, and then the transition all covered as far as food plots go. So learning from that, we've got a double set here behind me that I hung earlier this summer, and Kellen and I, my youngest son, we created kind of like a pinch point, a panhandle if you will, a little funnel here. We've got the green to grain transition, we've got the edges and little bottlenecks and funnels down to get those deer positioned just right for us in the fall during hunting season. So my hope on this plot and this farm in particular is that you will see a buck I refer to as the Heavy 10. That is going to be my #1 hit lister. I have a couple really good photos of him. That's kind of the overview, if you will, of my hunting season with these farms and the deer. If you haven't done so already, make sure you check out that DeerCast app. That's where you'll be able to keep up with all of us here at Drury Outdoors and see all of our latest episodes. But as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching Leupolds Dream Season Live, and good luck to you guys this fall.
Hey guys, thanks for checking back into Dream Season Live. This is going to be a little bit different year for me, and I'm glad that you guys are tuning in. One, we've got a new piece of property here. Mark always says, find a better spot or make your spot better. This year we did both. The piece of property that my wife and I owned was 120 acres, and it was set up. I set it up great. Everything was working towards building an age class, building a place that big deer can call home. And we did that. I was very happy with that. And I was satisfied until the neighbor called and said that he was going to be selling his 160 that touches it. Really a push for me to get done, but we've got this new 160 that now gives me road to road. So not only does it give me a better spot, but it also gives me better access to my original piece of property. So I found a better spot, and I made my spot better in one shot here. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a little bit different year this year for me because I've got a third child due in November. November is going to be hampered for me. I'm not going to be able to be in a tree every day grinding like always. So I'm going to do as much hunting as possible from the open early season up until the end of October. And so I've got a September hunt planned for whitetails in Kansas. I've got youth season coming up. Last year, my son Jack killed his first ever deer. A great hunt, one that I'll never forget. I filmed it just for us, and it's one that I'll cherish for a long time. So that's goal #1. Like I said, we've got a Kansas hunt in September. Duncan and I are going. And then starting October 1st, I'll be trying to get a deer down as often as possible on cold weather, high pressure here in Iowa. It's going to be a great season. I'm pumped that you guys are tuning back in to Dream Season Live. Check back in not very long because we're going to have elk hunts, early whitetail hunts, youth hunts, all coming at you very soon. So thanks for watching Dream Season Live. Keep coming back.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of Dream Season Live is brought to you by MOTV. For access to all our Drury Outdoors TV shows, head over to the MOTV app today.